is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice, easy feed.
Oh, no, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
It is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
I make this worse and I put our bullpen in a bad position, or if I go out there Saturday and I don't last and I put guys in a bad position out there, I'd feel like a horrible teammate. So we were kind of just reasonable talking through it. It's just seems like the right idea to take the 2 weeks, make sure we get this thing right and fixed, pain-free, and come back really strong for a good push.
You've been through so much over the course of your career. Are you just frustrated by the fact that you had to work so hard just to come back, and you looked effective on the mound in those 2 starts?
Yeah, no, I felt great. If I'm being honest, like, that makes this a little easier just knowing how good our rehab team is and stuff too, where like I came back from that in a really, really, really good spot. And I don't think we're going to decondition it all and lose any of that, but like I know that we can make this time productive and make sure that we're just in an awesome spot coming back. But yeah, it's hard. Like, I hate missing time, and I've missed time throughout my career for certain things, and a lot of it's been out of my control. Cancer, Tommy John's, just bigger injuries. These little ones are frustrating. That being said, like, I feel like I've done a good job of taking the ball over the past 4 or 5 years, and it's frustrating, but like I can still finish the year with some good bulk and workload, and I know that Assad can come up here and do an excellent job and handle his own, and he belongs here.
I heard you say that you're thinking about bigger things ahead as a team. That's something you have not experienced in your big league life. How important is it to be right for when that does happen, you can be at your best?
Yeah, and it feels weird saying like, oh, if Game 7 of the World Series were tomorrow, I think I could pitch, because that means I should be pitching if I think I could pitch. That being said, like, if I go out there and push something that shouldn't be pushed and I've hurt it even worse, then I'm putting the team in a bad spot and I'm out for a while. So let's not have something minor turn into something major and miss the next couple of months. So yeah, we have the opportunity to do something really special and really cool, and this is a great group of guys, and I want to be a big piece of that. So it's important to make sure we put this in the rearview mirror and get right.
When do you feel like you'll be right based on this plan going forward?
Yeah, quickly. Like, I threw off the mound today, and it was sharp and crisp. like this was a really hard decision for, I think, everyone involved. It's not like this was just like an easy, let's shut it down decision. I think that makes me in my heart of hearts believe that like it'll be a minimum IL stint. It's more just like we have Assad, let's get this right and, make sure we're not turning this into something bigger. So in my mind, it's the 2 weeks, and hopefully I'm ready to go, first day back.
Appreciate your time. Thank you, and good luck with the recovery.
Yep. Thank you.
Cubs right-hander Jameson Taillon back on the injured list, this time with a groin injury. The Cubs strongly encourage the use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains, when traveling to Wrigley Field. For all games, the Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit Cubs.com/transportation. Coming up, it's the Manager's Show next on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
Hey, it's David Hoffer, Chef IQ. You know the feeling when you're about to cut into a juicy steak and hope it tastes as perfect as it looks? That sounds delicious. Worry no more. The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates undercooking or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether on a stovetop.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. Drool. 250-foot dingers. Woof! He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to be the judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, I don't know if I should tell the kids.
Since 1868, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Cubs Giants in San Francisco. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell, sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. Counsell explains why Jameson Taillon is going on the injured list after watching him throw today.
He threw it about 12 or 14 pitches, and it went pretty well. But it's I think we're in a position where we're going to be safe here. And if we could skip a start, we'd probably be in good shape. And expect this to be the minimum, but I think it's just smart to. He's got a little something going on, and we don't want to risk it.
Okay, so you said pretty well, but just felt a little something. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little something there that will. We think will resolve itself within the next 5 to 7 days. But there's a start in 3 days, and if we have him go out there and pitch in that. Under that condition, then I think we're putting JMO at risk.
Is there a move today?
Yeah, we're going to activate Javi Assad. Recall Assad.
Just through all these things with the rotation, I mean, you look back to start of July, even before that, I think you guys have been leading MLB in rotation here. Just what have you thought of just whether it's what Ray's been doing, what Cade's done, just the way guys have weathered all these little things that have happened?
Yeah, look, we've pitched well, and I mean we've pitched very well out of the starting rotation, no question about it. And
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
It's Alertus Gurriel dog.
That's a nice touch.
Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newt Bar fan. What a present for Mom.
Oh my goodness, look at this guy.
Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah.
Ended up just shot putting it. Block when there's nobody on base. There's a little debate for Domo and Kim watching the replay together.
That's beautiful,
isn't it?
The Santa Rosa High School Choir performing the national anthem here in San Francisco tonight. The national anthem sponsored by Patriot Pavement Maintenance, simplifying pavement maintenance for industrial, commercial, and educational clients. The baseball board next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Come see what's cooking in Des Moines, Iowa, where there's something for every taste. The crispy hash browns at Waveland Cafe, a sizzling bacon-glazed pork chop at Oak Park, the snap of a foot-long hot dog at an I-Cubs game, a 2-foot State Fair lobster roll that has cameras clicking and mouths watering. Hungry yet? Come to Des Moines and try everything. I guarantee you'll come back for seconds. Plan your foodie feast at CatchDesMoines.com, because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Ramsey Financial Services in Bowen if Auto Owners make sense for you.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zicam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zicam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zicam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zicam.com.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now on ChefIQ.com. That's ChefIQ.com.
Cubs in San Francisco. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Who are you banking on? Is sponsored by Busey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on Max Shaw. He's hitting .299 in 35 games since the All-Star break with 9 home runs and 19 RBIs. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Veteran right-hander Colin Ray on the mound for the Cubs. 10-5, a 3.96 ERA. He's coming off a victory over Milwaukee last week at Wrigley. 5 2/3, 2 runs on 3 hits. Carson Wisenhunt is a 24-year-old left-hander, a rookie who's 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA in 4 starts. He allowed 2 runs in 4 innings last Friday in Milwaukee. A no decision. Let's go around baseball, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. Speaking of Milwaukee, right now in the last of the 7th, the Diamondbacks are leading the Brewers 2-1. Blaze Alexander with a 2-run home run to put Arizona ahead. A whole bunch of other games.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high card.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Radio, and they will send you a complete title scan of your home's title. And your first 30 days of triple lock title protection is free. HomeTitleLock.com.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Visit your local Toyota dealer and discover which Toyota is right for you. Hurry in now before it all ends. Toyota, let's
Cubs will line up with Nico Horner at second base, Kyle Tucker in right field, Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter, batting cleanup and playing first base, Justin Turner, Carson Kelly catching, Pete Crow Armstrong in center, Dansby Swanson in the 7 spot, Swanson at short. The third baseman is Matt Shaw, and batting ninth for the Cubs, left fielder Willie Castro. We'll get you the Giants lineup and get this ball game underway right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk, middays 10 to 2 with Rahimi and Harris on The Score, the official radio home of the Cubs.
Listen up, football fans, at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Giants are on the field. Let's take a look at the Giants lineup as the first pitch is only about a minute or two away. Elliot Ramos leads off in left. The Giants' designated hitter is Rafael Devers. Willie Adames batting third and playing short. The first baseman in the cleanup spot is Dominic Smith. Matt Chapman over at third. Batting sixth and playing second base, Casey Schmidt. Jung-Hoo Lee in center field. Luis Matos in right. And the catcher in the 9 spot, Andrew Kisner. We are ready for baseball. The left-hander on the mound, Carson Whisenhunt, making only his 5th career Major League start. And he'll face Nico Horner. We are ready for baseball. We thank you for joining us. And the first pitch of the game. And Horner swings and misses. And the count is 0-1. 67 degrees at game time. Game time temp sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. The tall young left-hander fires. Nico takes inside. Ron, if you were batting against Carson Whisenhunt, what would be your approach?
Well, you gotta. He's really, for all practical purposes, a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, changeup.
Swinging a line drive, base hit over a leaping Adames into center field. Soft line drive. The shortstop tried to time his jump, missed, touching the ball by inches. It's a leadoff single.
And so by far his most effective pitch in the minor leagues was the change. So today, for the Cubs right-handers, you're going to really be fastball change. He will mix in a slider, but it's definitely his third pitch. And it's game time to crack open a Yuengling. After 196 years, the wait is over. Yuengling is finally available here in Illinois. Look for it at your favorite bar or store. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
Kyle Tucker will take a strike. Kyle 1 for 4 in the series opener last night. There are some Cub fans here, a lot of them last night. Fans still arriving. We had a big audience last evening, 35,000. Tucker looking at another pitch, 0-2. Fastball at about the knees. Cubs in their traveling grays, gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs, blue hats and helmets, blue sleeves and socks. Most of the guys wear white shoes. Here comes the pitch. Tucker swings and misses. Strike 3 on a curveball. 1 away, 1 on, no score. Top of the first, the batter, Seiya Suzuki.
Fastball, and then slider at the bottom of the zone. Tuck just out in front of it.
Giants in their home whites, kind of the off-white cream color is what I would say. Shirts and trousers. Here comes the pitch on the way to Seiya. Suzuki will take a strike. Giants have the black numbers, black hats, sleeves, and socks. They've got an orange and black stripe going down the side of the trouser leg. Suzuki 1 for 3 last night. Seiya takes another strike, 0-2. Big ballpark, Oracle Park. Would you say, Ron, this is quite possibly the best pitcher's park in baseball?
I would say in night games, absolutely yes.
Here's a ball down low, 1-2.
I think that was pretty evident last night. There were some balls hit yesterday to the middle of the ballpark that were really hit. And one in particular to right center, and didn't even make the track. And that ball came off the bat with something on it, and it didn't make the track. So you got to really try to keep the ball out of the air to the middle of the diamond here, or else you're just going to take a right turn when you get to first.
391 to dead center, the deep alleys, and they are deep. 415 to right center, way out in right center. And then 399, the deep alley in left center. Fastball up and away. Okay, it's full. You've got one away and a good base runner at first. I say he's running. How about you?
I would say that's a decent chance. There's no doubt because Nico is a good base stealer. Probably going to get a changeup here to Suzuki.
Nico not going, and the pitch inside for ball 4. Nico was actually going back to the bag as the ball was being delivered. Cubs have 2 men on, a scoring chance right away. Sometimes, Ron, you feel like when you're facing an inexperienced guy, he's not entirely comfortable yet as a big league pitcher. And if you can get a little rally going early, you can really make him feel a level of jitteriness.
I couldn't agree more. And I think for this guy, you're looking exactly that. His best pitch is the changeup, and he went with the fastball inside and pulled it well in.
Wisenhunt is a North Carolina boy. Here's a check swing by Turner, taken high. Justin Turner batting cleanup. Wants to make the very most of one of his rare starting assignments. Justin Turner had a game-winning homer against Baltimore a few weeks ago. Takes high. That might be a little evidence of jitteriness right there. That pitch was 2 feet above the zone.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the changeup really faded away, and then that one, he really overthrew that last pitch.
Cubs trying to get on the board. No score, first inning. Man at first and second. The pitch. And that is a strike to Turner. Knee-high outside edge. Chris Guccione calling balls and strikes. David Rackley at first, Chad Whitson, the second base umpire, and Edwin Moscoso making the decisions at third base. Now Turner swings and misses. That's the best fastball we've seen from Wisenhunt. This guy went to the same small high school, Davie County High School in Mocksville, North Carolina, as former big leaguer Whit Merrifield.
If he has a career like Merrifield, he's going to do really well here in the big leagues.
Absolutely. Merrifield retired earlier this year, played for 4 different big league teams, Kansas City primarily, also with Toronto, Arizona, and one other team. I can't read my writing. Here comes the 2-2. It's down low for a ball.
Really good player, though. He was an excellent player for a long time in Kansas City. And his name, when a guy is a really good player, when he's with KC, they were not going to the playoffs year after year. And every trade deadline, he's the big name that you heard all the time.
Mm-hmm, sure. The other team was Philadelphia.
There you go.
Now the 3-2. Runners not going. Turner takes outside. The bags are loaded with one away. RBI opportunity for Carson Kelly. Ron, you undoubtedly had this spot many times in your career as a number 5 hitter. First inning, one away, bases loaded. What's on your mind?
I think because of the 2 walks in a row, I think you got to be a little patient here at the plate, and you got to make sure that he's going to throw you some strikes before you go up there hacking away.
Pitch on the way to Kelly, takes inside, ball 1.
Now that pitch looked like a good fastball under control, just missed the inside corner. Because of that, I might have a tendency on this pitch to look for something I could drive, like that fastball inside on the corner.
The 1-0 taken inside, ball 2. Now are you taking all the way?
Taking, yeah. He hasn't hit the strike zone. Those pitches weren't bad pitches. They're just in off the plate, probably 3 inches.
Kelly does have 42 RBIs. Let's see if he is taking on 2-0. The pitch Swinging, a foul off to the right, out of play. The outfield of Ramos in left, Lee in center, Matos in right. The outfielders have a tendency to kind of pinch toward the middle of the field here. They try to cut off the alleys. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed delivery. 2-2.
That's that good changeup we were talking about. There's very good arm action with that change.
Runners take their leads at all three stations. One away, top of the first, no score. Now the left-hander, Wisenhunt, delivers 2-2. Bouncing ball to short, Adames to second, 1, Schmidt to first, double play. 6-4-3, inning-ending twin killing. Cubs don't score after a half inning. Cubs nothing, Giants. Coming up on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Matthew Boyd. Pat and Ron call.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's on Pottsville, PA.
Car accident? Call D&W right now. Slip and fall? Call D&W right now. Any accident at all? Call D&W Law right now. Don't hesitate. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
Colin Ray having a fine season, 10 wins. Was not even a definite in spring training to be part of the rotation, but some injuries. Justin Steele. Shota Imanaga went down for a while. Javier Assad was unavailable. His first pitch of the game is a strike to Elliot Ramos. And Colin Ray grabbed that job and held on to it. And he's been a big part of the rotation, Ron, all year long. Here's ball 1 outside to Ramos.
Yeah, you talk about unsung heroes of teams. When teams do well and they go to the playoffs and they, have some really good things happen for them, there's always 1, 2, 3 guys that really stand out. He would be at the top of that list.
What are his keys tonight, in your opinion?
Command of his fastball on either edge of the strike zone.
Here's a bouncing ball out towards second base. Glove by Horner. Easy play. That's out number 1. Score that one 4-3. No score in the game. Rafael Devers coming up.
His last outing, he threw about 65% of his pitches were either 4-seam or 2-seam fastball. And when he's on with his heater, he's tough to beat. First inning powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Devers last night 1 for 4, had a flare opposite field RBI single. It turned out to be one of the key hits of the game. .252 average, former Boston Red Sox performer. He's got power, 25 home runs. He's an RBI man with 84. And now the 1-1 to Devers. Fly ball, deep center field. Going back, Crow Armstrong to the fence. That ball is gone. just to the right of dead center. Rafael Devers with his 26th of the year, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead.
Well, we talked about it right at the beginning of the broadcast. You brought it up about how difficult this ballpark is to hit in, and he gets a high split right in the middle of the plate and hits this ball out of the ballpark to straightaway center field. And I wonder, it's still daylight here, if in another hour, hour and a half, would that ball go out of the park? It did now, and that's all that matters. Giants up 1-0.
Willie Adames bounces one to third. Tough play, charging, gloving. Shaw throws to first, gets him. Excellent play by Matt Shaw.
Well, you really can't do it much better than that on both ends. Matty comes in on this little chopper, and it's right down the line. It's in the infield grass, but right down the line, so a very difficult play for Shaw. He catches this ball and then gets rid of it in a hurry, and then a low throw. And Turner digs this ball out of the dirt and an in-between hop, so a very nice play by both corner infielders.
Let's pause 10 seconds right here for station ID. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's team on the Spiegel and Holmes Show afternoons 2 to 6 on The Score, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Dominic Smith, the batter, left-handed batting first baseman. Giants lead 1-0, bottom of inning number 1. Next offering is low and inside, 1-1. Cubs leadoff man, by the way, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a Cubs leadoff hitter gets a base hit, Benny's donates $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. 2-1 on Dominic Smith. The tall, slender right-hander Colin Ray fires. Strike 2 called. Despite losing last night, the Cubs still have a good record on the road trip so far, 3-1, after sweeping the Angels last weekend.
Yeah, yesterday was just one of those ball games where Verlander really had the Cubs, kind of in check. They couldn't figure out what he was doing. A lot of off-speed pitches the first 3 or 4 innings, then went to the fastball. And he just really, kind of pitched a little on the backward side from what you're accustomed to a power pitcher like Verlander, the way he threw in. Pitched a pretty good ball game.
Smith hits a ground ball to first. Should be routine for an unassisted play by Justin Turner, and it is. 3-U is the scoring. 1 run, 1 hit, the homer by Devers on to inning number 2. 1-0.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
in fish or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now on ChefIQ.com. That's ChefIQ.com.
Top 2, Giants 1, Cubs nothing. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Pete Crow Armstrong leads off the Cubs' second inning and takes a curveball for a strike. PCA, as he is known, 2 for 4 last night. In on the grass at third is Chapman. The left-hander Wisenhunt deals. Fastball outside, it's 1-1. Defense in the outfield pretty much straight away against Pete. Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Here's a foul down the right field side, back out of play. Fitzgerald Equipment, material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com.
Wisenhunt so far, his fastball's topped out at 95 miles an hour. He's got a good arm. Fastball, changeup, slider.
The 1-2 lined. Fair ball down the right field line. It bounces off the sidewall, and Pete will have to hold with a sharp single. Just fair and just out of the range of a diving Dominic Smith down the first base line.
Yeah, this ball's hit sharply. And I believe this is a changeup left. And we said Wisenhunt really likes the changeup much more than his breaking pitch, and that's what he threw. And Pete stayed right on it, hit a bullet down the line.
Let's see if that sparks a rally. Swanson the batter. Dansby hitting .246. Lines one down the left field line. That's a base hit. Crow Armstrong around second holding. Again, the play right in front of him. He read it properly and held at second. Back-to-back singles. Cubs have something going. Matt Shaw coming up.
Back-to-back singles off the changeup. This is a first pitch change. Dansby on this pitch and hooks it in the left field. 80 miles an hour. Speed gun today, as always, powered by Xfinity. Seriously powerful Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is booming on Xfinity. Did you know that?
Let's see if Matt Shaw's bat is booming right about now. .230 batting average. In on the grass at third is Smith. Obviously looking for a bunt. The pitch to Shaw is taken high. Are you thinking he's going to bunt or not?
I am not. I don't think Counts likes the bunt to begin with, and then especially this early in the ball game. The other thing, too, about Matt Shaw is he's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball since the All-Star break, hitting over 300.
He taps one foul.
And that's with power. You know, I think since the break, what does he have, 9 home runs, I believe, or somewhere right around there.
That sounds right.
You know, but I mean, you know, the last thing you want to do is take the bat out of his hands right now.
He drove in a run last night, has 19 RBIs since the break, and now 34 for the year. Cubs are down by a run, second inning, 2 men on, nobody out. Shaw swings and misses, 1-2. Big holes in the gaps right now. Different heights of the outfield wall, especially in right and right center. Here's the pitch. Popped up foul and out of play. And you've got a variety of surfaces which sometimes comes into play on that right field wall. You've got padding, you've got screen, you've got brick, you've got some fence posts out there. So you're not really sure what the ball is going to do once it hits that right field wall. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball to center. It's going to be caught by Lee. Tagging at second is Crow Armstrong, and going to third as the throw comes into second. Holding at first is Swanson. So Shaw able to advance one runner. Now first and third, one away, and the batter is Willie Castro.
Like what Dansby did there, if Lee even threw the ball towards third base, Dansby would have been able to take second base, but the throw went right in to the second base bag.
Infield back, first and third, one away. Castro, the switch hitter, batting right-handed, hitting .236. Good scoring chance. First and third, one down. The pitch, swing and a miss, change up. Great infield surface run. They really do a nice job I don't think we've ever seen a bad hop here.
No, this is a very nice ballpark. Everything about this place I like.
Low and inside, it's 1-1.
I take that back. There's one thing I don't like here when we come to this ballpark, and it's a very little thing, but does affect our broadcast. That's the floor under our chairs.
We talked about that last night. Here comes the 1-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1.
Other than that, they knocked it out of the park. They did a very nice job here.
The wheels, again, on the floor, just incompatible. You try to scoot right, and you go left.
Yeah.
You try to go ahead, and you get pushed back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball. It's a pop fly. It will not drive in the run. The left fielder Ramos in very shallow left center makes the catch. Runners have to hold, and a throw to the plate gets away. Cubs get a break. Holding at third is Crow Armstrong, but Swanson goes to second. Puzzling play there.
I really don't know what Ramos is doing. He comes in. Really, the shortstop could have caught this ball, but Ramos gets it. And instead of throwing it right away, just throwing it to the cutoff man and just stopping everybody, Pete tags and takes 4 good steps down the line and forces a little throw. And Ramos just overshoots the cutoff man by a lot, and Dansby moves up. That's got to be an error on Ramos.
Nico Horner, the batter. 2 men in scoring position. Nico takes a strike. They have not yet racked up an error, but how could you not give a man an error on that one?
Now you can ask his manager if he thinks that's an error. He'll tell you.
Yes. They have microphones all over this park.
Yeah, that's right. I told you they knocked it out of the park with this thing, other than the floor. Yeah, good.
Bob Melvin, kind enough to walk over right next to that mic, it sounded like. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nico. Couple of RBI opportunities. Here's a pitch down low. Nico's been one of the better clutch hitters all year. Big spot early in the game. Cubs are down by a run. And now time called. Bob Melvin will dispatch his pitching coach, J.P. Martinez, out to the mound. What might he be imparting to the young left-hander here, Ron?
Well, you've got Tucker on deck. You got Nico. You know, what do you want to do? Nico is one of the best in the league at hitting with runners in scoring position. Not a lot of power, but, so then you've got Tucker on deck, base open. There's some options of what you want to do and how you want to attack Nico. I would be surprised if they threw him anything away that he could hit the ball the other way. I would guess they would throw him either sliders down and in or a fastball inside, if they even pitch to him to throw him a strike.
Here's the 2-1, down low, Ron, 3-1.
Fastball down and in.
Tucker on deck. Crow Armstrong at third, Swanson at second, 2 outs. Second inning, 1-0 Giants. The 3-1. Swinging a drive, deep left field. It's got a chance, gone. 3-run homer, Nico Horner. One of the longest we've ever seen him hit. He got all of that one. And the Bay Area native has just given the Cubs a 3-1 lead. What a blast.
Well, welcome home, Nico. And that's a big swing for the Cubs. And what we would say in the dugout, bad meeting. Because whatever the strategy was, that wasn't what they wanted, and Nico crunches one, and they did. They came inside twice against Nico with the base open, knowing that he does such a good job using the other side of the field. Well, he used the pull side pretty well right there.
Kyle Tucker now will swing and miss. Cubs lead 3-1. Number 5 for Nico. He now has 53 RBIs. Again, he comes through in the clutch again. He's been doing it all year. And a check swing foul back by Tucker makes it 0-2. It's another hefty home run. I may have added an extra hefty. Official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty. Strength that's anything but ordinary. Yeah, he hit that one where the big boys hit him.
Yeah, that was a long home run.
Tucker looks at a ball upstairs, 1-2. RBIs by Cubs batter, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. The 1-2, check swing, strike 3 called. Tucker strikes out for the second time. Cubs get 3 all on one swing from Nico Horner. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Cubs 3, Giants 1. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, Owen Casey. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Celebrate the Cubs Hall of Fame class of 2025. Friday is Sammy Sosa Day, Saturday Derek Lee Day, and on Sunday both will have their Wrigley Field plaques unveiled and receive their Hall of Fame jackets on the field. Be here for it. Tickets are still available at Cubs.com/tickets. Pat?
All right, Zach, we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Cubs on top 3-1. Colin Ray now with the lead for the first time tonight. Working on Matt Chapman, and the first pitch is a strike. Chapman had a big 2-run home run in last night's Giants win. He's got 17. Takes outside for a ball. Schmidt on deck, and then Jung-Hoo Lee. And now the 1-1. It's off the inside, and the count 2-1. Now, I'm confused about the name Jung-Hoo Lee, Ron. I'm sure you and possibly Zach can educate me on this.
Oh, okay.
Would Hoo Lee be part of the last name, or would Hoo be a middle name? Jung-Hoo Lee.
There are no hyphens, so Hoo is a middle name.
Boy, that's a good clue, Zach. Sort of. Line drive to left. It's a base hit for Chapman. So would you like to expound on your hyphen theory?
Well, if it was Hoo-Lee, then it's Hoo-Lee, like Crow Armstrong, but not the case.
Good point. So you would say that they are... What are you saying, Zach?
Well, he's saying that that's a middle name. So like Ron Brian Coomer is my full name, Ronald, but I haven't been called Ronald since I got in trouble in like the 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. So
your ears kind of curl up, don't they?
Yeah, I've tried to stay away from that since then. Didn't work out real well for me back then.
Casey Schmidt will take inside for a ball. 1-1. What caused you to get in trouble, if you don't mind my asking? It's a very personal question.
I'm getting used to it after 12 years. Sure. Anything goes on Cubs radio.
Here's the 1-1. Fly ball to right. Going back is Tucker with a play. He's going to make the catch. Does. And that's going to be out number 1. Holding at first, Chapman. Cubs lead 3-1, and the batter is Jung-Hoo Lee.
Yeah, I think I might have done something whipping a towel, the wet towel. And
did you attack another student?
I might have done something along those lines, and that didn't work out real well for me. Post activity. Never did it again, I'll tell you that.
Jung-Hoo Lee is the batter. Jung-Hoo Lee, very fond of towels himself. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now, your full name is, so mine is Ronald Brian Coomer.
Virgil Patrick Hughes. That's why I go by Pat. Here's the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike.
And Zach, yours?
I'm just Zach Zaidman. There's no middle name.
Yeah.
You're not going to confuse me with the other Zach Zaidmans, are you?
Come on now, Zach. There's more. You know there is. Is there an Irving in there, maybe? Here's a ground ball to first, fielded by Justin Irving Turner, and he makes the play unassisted at first. Advancing to second on the play is Chapman. 2 outs and a man at second. And the batter is Luis Matos. So, Zach, I'm sure it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I've already said Virgil, for goodness sake.
Yeah. Ronald's not exactly, a walk in the park either. Yeah, let's see.
As soon as Zach
No
stops.
middle name, Ozzy?
No middle name.
Okay.
Can you verify that? Mind if we take a look at your driver's license? Here comes the 0-1 stretch. Didn't think I'd be asking Zach for his driver's license in the second inning of tonight's game. But here we are. Here's a pitch outside, 1-1 on Luis Matos.
It's very official.
I know who might have a copy, though. Our traveling secretary.
Oh, yeah.
VJ Tekendani. Here comes the 1-1. Bouncing ball toward third and foul. Zach has actually proven that his name is Zach Zaidman. I noticed your thumb was placed very strategically in a certain area, which may have blocked out the name Irving or some other name. Here's a pitch, check swing. It's outside and the count 2-2. If you did have a middle name, Zach, do you have any kind of a preference? It's probably not something you sit around thinking about. 2-2 on Matos. I'll take that as a no.
Crickets.
Here comes the 2-2. High pop fly. This should end the inning. In shallow center is Pete Crow Armstrong and Dansby Swanson. Dansby is there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The Giants get a leadoff single, but they walk away empty-handed. We go to the third inning.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, signage, and painting contractors rely on finishingchicago.com.
Suzuki, not sure what Seiya's middle name might be as he leads off this third inning. Justin Turner on deck, and then Carson Kelly against Carson Wisenhunt. Swinging a foul back by Seiya.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion's always a good idea, especially with middle names. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Here's a liner foul down the right field line and back out of play. Whenever there's a managerial challenge involving an instant replay, those are always sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Suzuki had a base on balls in the first against Wisenhunt. Here's a swing and a pop fly foul. This is going to drift out of play. Not much room behind home plate or on either side in foul territory here. This park holds a little over 40,000 when it's full, about 42 to 44, somewhere in that neighborhood. 35,000 here last night. Did we make our picks yet in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game? Swinging another foul down the right field line near the stands in foul territory. Look out. Nobody touched it. The right fielder Matos running at a very fast clip. Had to jam on the brakes. He's okay. The way he was running, I thought he was going to run into that side wall for a moment, but he did not.
A lot of room over there right down that line, down the first base line, the way the wall is configured.
The Benny's attendance game, if you can't find it at Benny's Beverage Depot, it's probably not worth drinking. Here's the 1-2 to Seiya. Down low for a ball, 2-2. What do you like, Ron?
Well, I can make my guess. I will say 35,000.
Would last night's attendance be any reason why you came up with that figure as Seiya strikes out for out number one? One away in the third. Just for the record, last night's attendance, 35,060.
Yeah, and you've already had a day here with all your family and passes and all the San Jose. Half of the town of San Jose was here. They didn't come today, so.
I don't think they were part of the attendance, but I guess that's not part of the discussion here. Here's a swing and a foul off to the right. They were freebies, right? Uh-huh. Good old Uncle Pat springing for them.
Yeah, there you go.
Justin Turner waiting for the 0-1. And he will swing and miss, and the count 0-2. Well, let's see. I'll say that there are not quite as many tonight. I'll say 34,143. Day game tomorrow. It's a beautiful park for a day game here. When you get the sun glistening on the San Francisco Bay out beyond the right and right center field fence, it's probably the most picturesque setting of any big league park I've ever been in.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. This is some kind of beautiful ballpark, that is for sure.
Day games in particular. The 0-2 fly ball to shallow right should be routine from Matos, and it is, and that's out number 2. Cubs lead 3-1. The difference, a 3-run homer by Nico Horner in the second. We are in the third with 2 down, and the batter Carson Kelly.
I'm going to go 35,500.
So we are all set. Kelly wrapped into a twin killing his first time. Here's the pitch by Carson Wisenhunt. Repped on the ground to short. Fielded by Adames. Low throw, backhanded on the scoop by Smith. Dominic Smith made a good play and saved an error on the shortstop with that play. Score at 6-3. Cubs go 1-2-3. And at the end of 2.5 innings, Cubs 3, Giants 1 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game.
A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom three here in San Francisco. It's the Cubs with a 3-1 lead over the Giants. 63 degrees, still sunny here by the Bay. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros and download the Circa Sports app today.
Zach, thank you. Colin Ray seeking his 11th win in this start tonight, working here in the third inning. Opposing Andrew Kisner, right-handed batting catcher. First pitch missing, so does the second. Kisner a light hitter at 180. Top of the order to follow with Ramos and Devers. Big right-hander Ray pumps a fastball strike in there. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Again, the Giants with those cream-colored jerseys, not the bright white. Cubs in their traveling grays. Here comes the 2-1. Breaking ball misses, 3-1. Cubs have had a tough time against these Giants this year. They've lost 3 of the 4 meetings. Now the 3-1, it's high for ball 4.
Now Ray tried to go to the top of the zone with that fastball and just missed up. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Now the right-handed batting Ramos will take high and outside. I was thinking, Ron, looking at the standings, there are quite a few teams that are similar in the National League. They're not powerhouses. They're not above 500, but they're not that easy to beat, especially in their home park. And I listed 6 right here. I've got the Giants, Arizona, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Atlanta, and Miami.
Yeah.
Right? They're not great teams, but they're not pushovers by any means either.
Yep. No, I would agree to that. Absolutely. You know, these teams got some really talented guys, and you know, for San Francisco, if they make the plays and get a decent pitched game, you know, they're a good team. Absolutely.
Now Ray's pitch, swing and a miss. So Zach telling us that Arizona has knocked off Milwaukee. The Cubs can shave a game off their deficit with a win here. Started the night 6.5 back. Ground ball toward the middle. That's going to be a base hit to center. That ball hit right on the mound, jumped up in the air. I thought possibly Horner or Swanson would have a chance to flag it down, but it was hit too hard. It went right up the middle for a single, stopping at second is Kisner. And now the Giants have something going.
And you got Devers at the plate, and Devers hit the long home run to straightaway center field in his first at bat in that first inning.
First and second, nobody out. Devers now with 26 home runs. Takes a ball away.
Pitch Devers hit was a high split finger that he hit over the 391 mark.
Tucker way off the line and right over toward the gap in right center. He's 100 feet off the line. Driven down the right field line and foul.
I think it goes back to what you were talking about earlier, Pat, that the right fielder in this ballpark, because it's such a short porch down the right field line at 309, the wall plays a factor in the corner. There's no foul territory and how short it is. So the gap is huge in right center, so you can cut off the triple and still play the ball.
Driven to deep right center. It's over Tucker's head. It bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. It'll drive in a run. It probably would have driven in two, but the ground rule double forces the runner Ramos to hold at third. Devers with a homer and now a double, and he really cracked that one to the deepest part. It hit the warning track right in front of the 415 sign. A long line drive, and he gets the RBI double, and the Giants are within one and threatening with second and third, still nobody out. Cubs lead is 3-2.
I think we're learning something about Devers here in this game, that the two balls he hit a long way, both of them off speed pitches.
Willie Adames the batter, and he takes inside. Cubs keep the infield back. Adames robbed on a very good play by Shaw in the first inning on a slowly hit bouncer. Now the 2-0. Lifted to right, pretty well hit over toward the line. Running over is Tucker, makes the catch. He fires toward the plate, and it's not in time. Tagging and scoring is Ramos. Advancing to third is Devers. The ball game is tied at 3. Tucker had a long way to go run. It's hard to really get your balance and get yourself under yourself when you have to run so far to catch a ball. He made the play sort of close, but not really.
Yeah, he did the best you can do, to your point. You go from playing way over in right center and you catch this ball on the foul line, running. He catches, has to spin around, and then throw the ball, all the way home. It's just a very difficult play. And, Ramos runs well, and he scored pretty easily.
Adames goes to third. Game tied at 3, one away, infield in. And the first pitch outside.
I got to watch with Smith. This guy's got good pop in his bat, too. You got to stay away from that down and in spot against him.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. There are times as a pitcher run, as you know, you just need to keep the ball on the infield. This is one of those moments. Here comes the 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul. Now you're thinking strikeout, aren't you?
Absolutely, yep. Get a couple options. You go with the high fastball and see if you can throw it past Smith and have him chase that fastball on 1 and 2. Or do you go with the split finger and see if he'll chase the ball down?
Three ball game. Bottom of inning number 3. And the next pitch just inside. Tried to dot that inside corner with a letter high fastball and just missed. The stretch by Ray. The lead at third by the runner Devers. Here's the fly ball into left center. This will drive in a run, although Pete can really throw. Here's the catch. Here comes the throw all the way to the plate, but it's offline. Scoring on the play is Devers, and the Giants have taken a 4-3 lead.
Well, situational hitting has done a lot of good for the Giants in this ball game. They've advanced runners, and they've gotten balls in the air to drive in runs. So pretty good hitting by the Giants to get their third and fourth run here in these last couple at bats.
A 3-run inning for the Giants. 2 down, bases empty. Matt Chapman hits a ground ball to third, fielded by Shaw. Long throw, 1 hop, but it's in time. Glove by Turner, and he tags the runner going by. 3 runs for the Giants on 2 hits, a walk, and 2 sacrifice flies. We go to inning number 4. Giants.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
James Hardy is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Blaze Alexander and Geraldo Perdomo both going deep for Arizona as the Diamondbacks edge the Brewers 3-2. Other action around the majors, the Pirates a 2-1 winner over the Cardinals. Tommy Pham a 2-run single against his former team. Astros shut out the Rockies 4-0. Cam Smith with a solo shot, his 8th.
Pete Crow Armstrong with a count of 0-2 leading off this 4th inning. Bounces one to the second baseman Schmidt. Quick throw to first. Bang, bang play. Pete is out. He hustled and out by an eyelash. Zach, what else?
The Royals a 12-1 drubbing of the White Sox. Mike Yastrzemski, the former Giant, with a 3-run home run, his 14th for Kansas City. The Mets shut out the Phillies 6-0. Mark Vientos with a 2-run home run, his 13th. Blue Jays 9, Twins 8. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2.
Mets now just 4 games behind the Phillies for the division lead in the National League East. Curveball strike to Swanson, 0-1.
Eugenio Suarez hit a 3-run home run for Seattle, his 42nd of the year. Mariners beat the Padres 4-3.
Line drive caught by the second baseman Schmidt. 2 down. What else, Zach?
Braves 12, Marlins 1. In 10 innings, the Guardians beat the Rays 4-3. Kyle Manzardo with a walk-off single. The Yankees blast the Nationals 11-2. In that game, Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger went back-to-back. Max Fried picks up the win. He's now 14-5, 7 strong innings for the victory.
Swinging a fly ball left center, shallow and playable. Coming in, Ramos, the left fielder, makes the catch. What else, Zach? You're done?
I'm done.
Okay. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. Giants.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB.
To protect and enhance your surfaces. Call 847-813-9034 or visit patriotpavement.net for a proposal. Patriot Pavement Maintenance. Pavement maintenance and construction made simple. patriotpavement.net.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, a leader in comprehensive orthopedic care. Visit ibji.com for locations.
League Leaders are sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. The home run leader in baseball is Cal Raleigh with 50. Aaron Judge leads in batting average with 323, and Kyle Schwarber remains the RBI leader, guys, with 110.
All right, Zach, thank you. Casey Schmidt first up for the Giants here in the 4th inning. Fouls it away. 4-3 San Francisco leads. Zach mentioned Cal Raleigh, who just hit his 50th home run in the last day or two. Second major league player in history as a switch hitter run to hit 50 or more home runs in a season. I think most baseball fans know who the other one was, the great Mickey Mantle. But that surprises me, that only those two switch hitters in all of baseball history. You think about guys like Chipper Jones,
Eddie Murray,
Ted Simmons. Eddie Murray was a great switch hitter. Mark Teixeira, Reggie Smith. This is just to name Ted Simmons, just to name a few. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way, low and outside. And I'll tell you why it surprises me, because the whole idea of being a switch hitter puts you in kind of that advantageous position of never having to face, if you're a right-handed batter, you don't have to face a right-hander ever.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's right.
It seems like it would be an advantage. Strike 3 as Colin Ray strikes out Casey Schmidt, one away. Does that surprise you?
It does, yes. I would have thought, Chipper Jones might have done it, but 50 home runs is a lot. I mean, you're talking a lot of home runs.
Oh, yeah.
That's no small feat, that is for sure. So that is part of it.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the batter. Lee hits a bouncer back to the mound off of his foot, so it was a foul ball. First out in the inning, brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. Jung-Hoo Lee hit that ball off his foot. His voice was almost booming there in pain.
His foot's booming.
Here's the next pitch, swung on and fouled back. But that puzzled me when I read that only those two, Cal Raleigh and Mickey Mantle, what an exclusive group in all of baseball history, the only two switch hitters ever to hit 50 or more home runs in a season. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a drive toward left center on the run, and Castro, I think, lost that ball in the lights. It goes over his head. It's going to be a double. Willie angled over into left center run. I don't think he saw that ball until the very last second, and it was already by him.
Yeah, it's one of those plays. He's going straight across, and either he just didn't think this ball was going to carry that far, or he didn't see it. One of the two. We're kind of looking now. He jumps up, and this ball just carries over his head. And I would lean towards what you're saying, that he just never really saw that ball all that well, because halfway to that ball, he could have varied back a little bit and made that catch, and he did not. And it'll be a double for Jung-Hoo Lee.
A one-out double. Now, even had he seen it, it would not have been a routine play. He would have still had to angle over quickly and probably make a leaping grab. But it is a double. And now Lou Matos will foul it away off to the right.
This fourth inning is sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
Giants lead by a run here in the fourth. They have a man at second with one away. And the pitch from Ray to Matos. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Mickey Mantle actually did it twice.
Right.
52 in his epic season of 1956. 52 homers. He was, of course, a switch hitter. And then 54 in 1961, somewhat overshadowed, believe it or not, by Roger Maris, who hit 61. They were teammates, if you can imagine, and hit back-to-back in the order. 61 and 54 home runs. Swinging a foul back out of play.
That's a lot of production in the middle of your lineup.
I would say. I would say. And I would say the guy hitting behind them, would that have been Moose Skowron, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Or Elston Howard, possibly?
Mm-hmm.
You know, those two guys would have drawn a lot of walks also, so they probably had a lot of RBI opportunities hitting behind those two guys. Here's the ground ball right side, fielded by Turner. Underhand feed to Ray on the bag. In time, advancing to third is Hu Lee. And there are two down. The ball had a little squib effect to it, not the most routine of plays.
Yeah, a little jam shot. Nice play by Turner to get this ball to Ray early. Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday morning from 2 to 6. 670 The Score in the Odyssey app.
Andrew Kisner, the batter. And the pitch on the way, bounce toward third and foul. We'll be right back out here again tomorrow afternoon, wrap up this series, and then head to Denver for the weekend. Tomorrow's matchup, Shota Imanaga against Logan Webb. That's a good matchup. Two guys that really know what they're doing. Grounded sharply to second, glove by Horner. Quick throw to first to get him. No runs for the Giants. Zach Zaidman will join Ron Coomer in a moment at the end of 4. Giants 4, Cubs 3 on the.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And the Cubs playing catch-up as we get set for the top half of the fifth inning. San Francisco with a 4-3 lead. Carson Whisenhunt, the left-hander on the hill, and a switch hitter, Willie Castro at the plate, batting from the right side. Now the pitch. And Castro looks at a strike, a changeup. Right along the outside edge, 0-1 the count. The next pitch by Whisenhunt is low for a ball, 1-1. This is our first look at Carson Whisenhunt, 24-year-old left-handed rookie, making just his fifth start. The pitch. Castro chops one up the middle, fielded by the second baseman Schmidt. Across the body throw in time to get a hustling Castro for out number one. Nice play.
Little chopper right over the mound. Castro runs well, we know that. And the one thing about him, too, is he is an all-out player, man. He hustles everywhere he goes. The helmet goes flying as he's crossing the first base bag.
Nico Horner looks at a strike, 0-1.
Cubs offensive star at the plate right now. Nico Horner with big three-run homer. In that second inning, got an inside fastball with the base open at first and two men on, and hammered one deep into the bleachers and left.
397 feet for Nico. The next pitch is foul back off the screen, 0-2. Horner spends most of his offseason here in the Bay Area. Grew up across the bay in Oakland. Here comes the 0-2. That one hits Nico in the foot.
That hurt. I think it got him in the right foot or instep area. Take another look as we get this. Yeah, it hit. Oh, my. Hit him in the right ankle, right above the shoe. Yeah, right in front of the foot.
Oh, yeah. And he doesn't have any protection there. Oof. Doesn't wear any shin guards in that area. Trainer Nick Frangella and Craig Counsell out to take a look at Nico. He's standing on first base. Horner as tough of a Cub as there is. He's laughing, so I imagine he's okay. Now Horner is doing some half-hearted sprints into the outfield and back to first. He's okay. What do you think they're laughing about?
Well, Nick Frangella, they're probably saying, Nick, we got to keep talking to get you some more TV time here. Get you on camera and get you some more field time. Yeah, you know.
That makes sense. That's something you would do, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got to mess with the trainer every now and then. Nick, one of the great guys we have in this Cubs organization, Nick Frangella.
Kyle Tucker at the plate. He swings and loops one in the right. It drops in for a base hit in front of Matos, stopping at second base, Horner. And now, Coom, the Cubs have something going here with just one away in the top of the fifth, men at first and second, and Seiya Suzuki due up.
Well, here's a good swing by Tuck. Even though he didn't square this ball up, he gets a hanging breaking ball and dumps it in the right. Now, here's what the Cubs need Seiya. Seiya, in the first half of the season, this was, in this situation, he came up with a lot of big hits. And they need one right now from Suzuki.
He's got just one home run over his last 30 games. Suzuki is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Powerful right-handed batter against the left-hander Whisenhunt. And the pitch. It's low for ball one. A fastball that missed. The Giants with a 4-3 lead. Just one away here in the top of the fifth. Horner at second base, Tucker at first. Big hole on the right side of the infield for Suzuki. Whisenhunt deals, and Seiya looks at a strike. Fastball, top of the zone.
That pitch, top of the zone, right down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike. Seiya waits. Whisenhunt looks at second. That's where Nico is. And the pitch. Inside. 2-1.
Seiya with 27 bombs and 87 driven in. And the Cubs need him to heat up here in this last month. Between him and Tuck, if they heat up, Cubs will be really tough to beat.
Now the pitch. Seiya swings and pops it foul out of play off to the right. 2-2.
Giants got double barrels going. They got a lefty and a righty going in their bullpen now.
Wisenhunt worked just 4 innings his last time out. Here's the pitch. Seiya looks at a ball low and outside. He's worked a full count.
Seiya's done a good job of taking that changeup away. That's Wisenhunt's best pitch.
2 on, just 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Seiya waits for the payoff pitch. Wisenhunt deals. Low and inside, ball 4. Suzuki draws a walk, and the Cubs have loaded the bases with just 1 away for cleanup man Justin Turner. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to the Cubs game in FM quality at 104.3 HD2 FM on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. We are WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Pitching coach J.P. Martinez on the mound for San Francisco right now. As Coom mentioned, double barrel action in the Giants bullpen. Right-hander Yoel Peguero and lefty Matt Gage both warming up. Cubs have the bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. Just 1 away. Cleanup man Justin Turner due up. San Francisco with a 4-3 lead. And now the home plate umpire Chris Guccione breaks up the mound meeting as Turner will dig in. He's 0 for 1 today. Coom with a walk.
And Cubs need a big swing of the bat from Turner, that's for sure. 1 out. You know, you're going to end up seeing some fastballs inside. Probably they're going to try to get you to roll over that changeup. See if he can do a little damage.
Lefty-righty matchup with Wisenhunt on the hill. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball pulled down the left field line. Foul.
AT just out in front of that pitch. He got to it, but just hooked it foul.
So 0-1 the count on Turner. Horner's at third base, Tucker at second, Suzuki at first. Just 1 down, top of the 5th. Cubs down by 1. Game 2 of a 3-game set here in San Francisco. Wisenhunt rocks back and deals. Here's the pitch. Turner fouls it back. 0-2. Another changeup from the left-hander. Turner digs in, upright stance, very little bend at the knees. Here's the pitch. He fouls it away. Second deck off to the right, out of play. Great opportunity for the Cubs here. Bases loaded. The pitch. A bouncing ball off the glove of Wisenhunt, fielded at short by Damas to second for 1. Schmidt to first, double play. 6-1-6-4-3, and that ends the frame. Cubs leave the bases loaded. Middle 5. It's a 4-3 lead for the.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Men's suits and formal wear to sports and casual wear, 2020. We're more than just amazing suits.
Cisco. Cubs have grounded into a pair of double plays tonight with the bases loaded to end big scoring opportunities. Colin Ray deals, and Ramos looks at a ball off the outside, a slider that missed, 1-0. The top of the fifth ended. Cubs had the bases loaded, Justin Turner at the plate. As Ray delivers, Ramos swings and misses. A fastball. Count is 1-1. And Turner bounced one off the glove of the pitcher, Wisenhunt. It ricocheted to short, fielded by Adames. The flip to second and then on to first for a 1-6-4-3 double play to end the threat. As Ramos fouls one away out of play off to the right. 1-2 strikes on the Giants left fielder, who's 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. San Francisco taking the lead, scoring 3 times in the third. Dominic Smith sacrifice fly, putting the Giants ahead. That pitch misses up high. So now it's 2-2 on Ramos. Ray peers in, acknowledges the sign from his catcher, Kelly. Straightens up, sets at the belt, kicks and delivers. And Ramos swings and misses. Strike 3. Ray got him with a slider. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. I'm laughing because the Coon Dog to my left is having some difficulty tonight, as he did last night, as Pat has had, as I've had, negotiating these chairs in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
Rafael Devers looks at a ball inside.
I'd rather hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball than have to deal with this every day.
Somewhere we're getting punked, right? There's got to be like a camera here.
Oh, no, I've asked other broadcasters. No. No, this is a league-wide issue. I think what's happening is I think this is like a, like Kuip and Kruko. This is them messing with all the guys coming into town. That's what I think.
Devers fouls it back 2-1.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold it against them.
No, not at all. I could see them both doing that, and every night them going, how do you think they're wheeling around in their...
But see, I'm guessing part of the fun for them would be to have a camera in here and laugh at the way we're struggling in here. That pitch is inside, so 3-1 the count on Devers. Ray sets at the belt. He deals. And that pitch is up high for ball 4 to Devers. So a 1-out walk. Devers having a big night. You can understand why Ray was avoiding him. Devers homered in the first and then hit a ribby double in the third. So 1 on, 1 out for San Francisco here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Giants 4, Cubs 3. The batter, Willie Adames, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Righty-righty matchup. Former teammates in Milwaukee, Ray and Adames. Here's the pitch. That misses inside. 1-0 the count.
Pretty good pitch up and in. That one caught the corner of the strike zone. Just didn't quite get the call. Borderline pitch, though.
Devers at first, being held on by Turner. The pitch. Pulled down the left field line. It drops foul.
Sharply hit ball. This pitch is inside also, and Adames smokes this ball down the left field line, but it just hooks foul. Cubs catch a break there.
So 1-1 the count on Adames.
All opponents' pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Cubs. Leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit sloan.com.
Adames fouls one off the screen. 1-2. Get ready, Cubs fans. On Sunday, September 21st, Cubs Charities is hosting the 20th annual Race to Wrigley 5K charity run. It's going to take a while to read this. As Ray delivers, Adames swings, pops it up. Right side foul territory near the coach's box. It's Turner, the first baseman, makes the catch for out number 2. Yeah, so the 20th annual Race to Wrigley 5K charity run presented by AbbVie, live at Wrigley Field and virtually. Don't miss your chance to be part of this annual Wrigleyville event. Sign up now at racetowrigley.com. Sunday, September 21st. That's a really cool event.
Now, have you ever run in it? Or are we always on the road, right?
We're always on the road. But I'd like to. I guess you can do it virtually. As Dominic Smith bounces it foul off to the right, 0-1. But usually we're getting ready for a game. It's kind of tough. But to do it live in Wrigleyville, how cool is that?
Yeah, the virtual part.
You're not into the virtual. Here's the 0-1. Smith grounds one up the middle and through for a base hit. Devers on his way to third. Crow Armstrong fields. Here's the throw. It is dropped by Shaw as he attempted to make the tag on Devers. So Devers is safe at third.
Shaw was deking Devers at third base. He did not think Pete Crow Armstrong was going to throw the ball to third. And he does not slide going into the bag as he goes around. Devers does not run all that well. He's a very average runner at best. He started slowing up going around the bag, or going into third base, I should say. Does not slide, but Shaw, if he holds on to the ball, you might have him out at third base. Devers, kind of an odd play. Matt Williams pointing at the bag like you got to get to the bag, and Devers slowing up. Devers really caught a break going into third.
You're exactly right. There's a mound meeting right now as Cubs pitching coach Tommy Hotovy is visiting with Colin Ray. Catcher Carson Kelly and the rest of the Cubs infield has joined in. San Francisco threatening here with 2 away. Men at the corners. Matt Chapman due up. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the second, grounded out in the third. Chapman's beginning to heat up. Hit a long 2-run home run in last night's ball game off of Matthew Boyd.
Yeah, he hit a high fastball off Boyd yesterday, above the zone into the seats in left center field. Late at night, too, when the air gets really heavy. That was about as perfect a swing as you can take in a high fastball.
Chapman looks at a sinking fastball for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Devers at third, Smith at first for San Francisco. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A 4-3 Giants lead. Ray sets, kicks, and fires. The 0-1 to Chapman is blooped down the right field line. Racing in, Tucker. It drops in for a base hit. Devers scores. Smith moves to third. And now the ball is loose in the infield. Smith trying to score, and he does. Moving to second on the play is Chapman. So give Chapman an RBI single for one of the runs, and then an error on Tucker for the second run.
Well, Tucker goes, it's just a bloop single, nothing the defense can do. Tuck comes in, gets this ball, and then throws it in towards first base, and it hits Chapman in the helmet. And Kareem's all the way behind home plate. Nothing you're going to do. It's just an odd play. Hits him right on the top of the helmet, and the ball goes all the way behind home plate. Everybody moves up, and another run scores. It'll be an error on Tuck.
6-3 Giants. Casey Schmidt at the plate, and he pops one foul out of play off to the right.
I have never seen that. I've seen guys get in the way. Now, Chapman's back is turned to right field. He has no idea this ball is coming, and it hits him right in the top of the helmet. And then it's just one of them really bizarre plays.
Schmidt looks at a ball low. 1-1 the count. That's just the kind of night it's been. On the top of the frame, a 1-6-4-3 double play with the bases loaded for the Cubs. And now this in the last of the 5th. The pitch. Fouled away out of play off to the right by Schmidt. 6-3 Giants. 2 away, a man at second.
Now, I have seen guys get in the way of throws before purposely and deflect the ball.
Ray delivers. Line drive, base hit to left. Chapman around third. He's coming home. The throw by Castro is not in time. RBI single, Casey Schmidt. It's now 7-3 Giants here in the fifth.
This ball not hit all that sharply. Hit off the end of the bat, just dumped in the short left. Chapman gets a great jump off second base and scores easily with 2 outs. Yeah, and that'll bring out Craig Counsell.
Taylor Rogers has been warming up in the Cubs bullpen, and the Cubs are going to make a pitching change. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Giants have scored 3 times here in the fifth. They're up 7-3, 2 away, a man at first. And Jung-Hoo.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Appearances with a 1.23 ERA after 40 games with Cincinnati earlier this year and a 2.45 ERA. Jung-Hoo Lee, a left-handed batter, will stand in for San Francisco with the lefty Rogers on the hill. Casey Schmidt at first base. Again, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rogers looks at first. That's where Schmidt is. And now a throw over. Getting back, standing up is Schmidt. Lee's 1 for 2 tonight with a double. Rogers delivers. And Lee looks at a ball up high. Close pitch. 1-0 the count. Rogers sets up high, looks at first, and deals. That's a strike. Fastball. Clocked at 91 miles per hour. 1-1 the count on Lee. Hitting at 260 on the year. Rogers works his motion. And Lee takes strike 2. Fastball right down the middle.
I'm kind of surprised Lee wasn't swinging at that pitch. That was right, as you said, right down the middle. Left on left, you're hoping to get that pitch in an at-bat.
The 1-2 delivery. A breaking ball swung on and missed. He was way up high, and he still took a hefty cut at that sweeper for strike 3. The helmet went flying. That ends the 5th inning, but not before the Giants score 3 times to take a 7-3 lead. After 5, San Francisco on top by 4 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The ultra-strong trash bags resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Carson Kelly is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat having a little bit of difficulty.
How we doing, partner?
I'll be with you in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Don't let that chair get the best of you now. It almost did with me in the 5th, but I overcome it. Took about 2 outs, but that's all right.
Cubs having a very tough time here in the Bay Area as they bat here in the 6th inning, trailing 7-3, being out-hit 8-5, and being out-helmeted 1-0.
Have you seen that play before? In all my years of playing, this is 38 years in professional baseball. I've never seen that, a ball thrown in from the outfield, hit a guy in the helmet at first and go all the way behind home plate, and everybody gave him another run, and everybody moved up 90 feet.
Very strange. 3-0 on Carson Kelly, and he takes a strike. Yoel Peguero is the new Giants pitcher, a right-hander.
Hard-throwing righty coming out of their pen. And let's see what's on tap here. Sponsored in the 6th inning. Sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation light beer.
Popped up foul down the right field line. Might be playable, and it falls untouched. The right fielder Matos came the closest to it. Missed it by a foot. There was a triumvirate of Giants there. Schmidt, Smith, and Matos, the outfielder. And I think they were all kind of concerned about running into each other as much as they were about catching that ball.
Yeah, I just think you got 3 guys that haven't played in those positions much. And with all that space, who is going to be the guy that really takes charge of that ball in that little corner in foul territory? And right now, it doesn't seem like anybody is doing it quite yet.
Bounced out to short. Easy play for Adames. Carson Kelly is out number 1, so he is 0 for 3. Cubs lost last night by a score of 5-2. And tonight trailing 7-3. The only run's a 3-run homer by Nico Horner in the 2nd inning. They've had some other chances as Pete Crow Armstrong rips it foul right side. Cubs had 2 men on. In fact, they had the bases loaded in the 5th inning. And at that time, they were down by a run but could not score. Justin Turner hit into an inning-ending double play. Fly ball to left off the bat of Pete Crow Armstrong. Ramos makes the catch. Routine play, out number 2. Cubs trail 7-3, 6th inning. And the batter, Dansby Swanson. Cubs well aware that Milwaukee has already lost their game earlier tonight in Wisconsin. The Diamondbacks beat them. Was that a 3-2 final, Zach? Is that what I'm seeing?
It was.
Okay. Dansby Swanson takes a strike, 0-1. Lights have taken full effect. The weather has been very pleasant. 64 at game time. Swanson takes a ball outside, 1-1. Dansby has hit the ball hard twice, singling and lining out to second. Chops it foul, and the count now 1-2. Including this game, the Cubs down to 30 games left in the regular season. So you're down to less than 20% of your schedule. And the 1-2 down low, and there's a lot of ways to look at it, Ron. I think for most teams, you're happy just to be a contender, just to have a chance when you get to this point in the year, because not every team does.
That's right.
Now, for the teams who were heavily favored, like, say, for example, the Mets, swing and a miss, strike three. We'll continue this discussion when we come back. Swanson strikes out. Cubs do nothing against Peguero. After 5.5 innings, Giants 7, Cubs 3. This is The Score.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bring the fun home.
Our engineer, Tanika Janelle Burrell, working with us here in San Francisco. We go to the bottom of the inning. Deep drive off the bat of Luis Matos, left center, but it is playable for Castro. The left fielder makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 away. Taylor Rogers recording a quick out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That was Jung Hoo Lee who hit that ball. Luis Matos coming up. Might be getting a pinch batter. I think that's what I'm hearing. Andrew Kisner will bat. Matos made the first out on the fly ball to left. And Kisner, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, ready to step in.
First out in the inning. That's brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. Now, Janelle, did you know the Wi-Fi is booming?
She seems to have left the booth.
Yeah.
Just
we got problems.
If you're a team that was not expected to do anything, it's great. You're just grateful to have a chance to make the postseason. Here's the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. But if you were strong and you got off to a great start like the Cubs did, naturally there was a strong feeling about winning the division.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's still not out of the question. If the Cubs can come back and win, they can move to within 5.5. Ground ball into right field, a base hit by Kisner. The number 9 hitter gets a single. 7-3 Giants. Bottom of inning number 6. With a man on, the batter is Elliot Ramos. But there are still a lot of teams in contention for those 3 wild card spots in both leagues.
Mm-hmm.
It's a given that you'd rather win your division.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
That's a given. Here's a swing and a miss, but it's also worth noting that quite a few wild card teams have gone all the way to the World Series championship since the wild card began some, 25, 30 years ago. The 0-1 is low and inside for a ball. I remember the outrage by so-called baseball purists when they found out for the first time about the concept of a wild card. Oh, that will cheapen the pennant race, and it's got to be division winners only. Here's a pitch that hits hits Ramos in the leg.
Hit by pitch.
And he's going to be taking his base. It was a low inside breaking ball. It just kept boring in on the right-handed batter. Nailed him in the left leg somewhere down below the knee. He's okay.
Yeah, but I remember that also, and I don't think that has been the case at all. Do you? I think it's actually added to, allowing more cities to be invested in the season, because there's a boatload more cities and teams, still in the race with 2-3 weeks left.
Yeah, I think this is the right number. I have no problem with it, Ron. It's 3 division winners and 3 wild card teams in each league. That's a grand total of 12 out of the 30 teams. So still the majority, 18 teams, will not be in the postseason. So this feels like a comfortable number to me. I have no problem with it. Here's a swing and a miss. But I do remember a lot of people, when it first came out, they said, "Oh, you can't put teams in the playoffs if they don't win their division." But it probably was not from a lot of people who worked every day in the game.
Yep, I would agree.
Swinging a fly ball to deep left. Going back, Castro to the wall. That's a 3-run homer. And the Giants have broken it wide open. Rafael Devers has just drilled an opposite field 3-run homer. And he is having an enormous evening. It's his second home run. He has driven in 5. And the Giants take a commanding 10-3 lead. That was lefty against lefty, and he hit it to the opposite field.
Yeah, fastball up and out over the plate, and this ball's hammered. Yeah, and Castro goes back thinking he might have a play, but he runs out of room, and this ball goes in about the second row. Devers a homer, a double, a walk, and now a 3-run homer. He has scored every time he's come to the plate.
So 3 at-bats, 4 runs, 3 hits, and 5 RBIs. That's a full box score. And we're only in the 6th inning. Devers now with 89 RBIs for the year. Swing and a miss by Adames.
Second as a Giant, other being July 23rd, 2025 at Atlanta.
Adames with a count now of 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was straightaway left. It went about 390 feet. Rafael Devers. Cracked on the ground to short. Tricky hop. Negotiated by Swanson. Good throw to get him. And that's out number 2.
That was not an easy play by Dansby, going over in a hole and short. We said got that little kind of funky in between hop, made a nice catch. And he has such a good throwing arm and great footwork by having his right foot planted. He really gets on top of the ball and throws through the baseball with his hand and wrist and just gets extra carry on his throw. Excellent play by Dansby.
Dominic Smith batting, takes a curveball for a strike.
At the top of the lineup for San Francisco. Boy, are they doing some damage tonight.
Smith has driven in a run with a sac fly and scored a run as he bats. 2 down, 3 runs in. Giants have had 3 different 3-run innings in this game, and they lead 10-3. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Lights have long since taken full effect. And the 1-2, lefty to lefty. That's outside for a ball. Giants trying to beat the Cubs for the 4th time in 5 meetings this year. The 2-2. Strike 3 called, ends the inning. Giants do some more damage. 3 runs. We go to the 7th inning. San Francisco 10, Cubs 3 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Owen Casey. Pat and Ron call every game here on Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Is your chimney...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Set. Pat, I tossed to you, but work on the chair. They'll get there eventually. It's the Giants with a 10-3 lead over the Cubs. The 7th inning is sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Coom, I'm going to go to you while Pat negotiates the chair.
First pitch to Shaw was up and in.
How you doing there, partner?
Oh, wonderful. That one in for a strike, and count is 1-1.
That's life, and I can't deny it. 7th inning, Giants 10, Cubs 3. Matt Shaw will lead it off and foul it away. Right side, Peguero on the mound.
We could leave a little cup here in the booth that says donations for fixing the floor, and we could each put, slap a 20 on them, each one of us, and maybe 100 for that matter. Get this thing fixed for next season.
First of all, it would be make a donation for the rental of a bulldozer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's going to be out number 1. Shaw is gone.
I was impressed that the chair didn't go flying. That was impressive.
Oh, no, everything's okay.
You're a better man than me.
Sort
I
of.
agree, yeah. I agree.
You felt like tossing your chair?
Well, it could have taken a crash.
Willie Castro, the batter. The only problem is there aren't a lot of options as far as the direction of throwing the chair.
Yeah, well, throwing's maybe a strong word. Maybe just knocking it over. Yeah.
We are right behind some fairly high-priced seats here in San Francisco. Now, we would not toss a chair out into the crowd.
No, I wouldn't think you would ever do that.
No.
And thank you for not tossing it in the other direction.
That would be back at Zach. And Tanika the wise one, she's sitting in the back of the booth.
Tanika's on nice tile floor. She's got no problems back there. She's just happy as could be.
Yeah.
Joining Cubs radio.
0-2 pitch. Willie Castro swings and misses strike 3. And that's the second out here in the 7th inning. Cubs trail 10-3. I discovered, and I've been doing some heavy investigating.
Okay.
The chairs don't move. It's because of two things. The ridges in the floor, and the excessive number of cables. I think every cable in this ballpark originates maybe right here in the visiting radio booth.
Yeah, it's kind of a cluster. There's no doubt about that.
Cluster would be a good word. Here's a pitch outside to Nico Hoerner, and the count 0-2. Three Giants.
Hardest working player of the game, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you boss, the more you feel like a boss. You know who my pick is for the hardest working player of the game today?
Me.
Virgil Patrick Hughes.
Here is a foul off to the right out of play. Oh, well, it happens to every announcer that comes here.
Yeah, I had the same thing in the 5th inning. That's why I was laughing.
The 0-2. Now, how did you correct your issue with the chair and the rollers and the great number of wires down below and the ridges in the floor? You can't get your chair where you want it to go. That's the whole issue.
You want the truth, or do you want the radio truth?
Nico Hoerner drives one in the air, deep center field, back toward the wall, but this ball is going to be caught by Jung Hoo Lee.
I hit the cough button.
You hit. That's a good move. I'll get the full story during the commercial break. Cubs do nothing. We go to the...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked in, that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Eagle Select Interior Paint from August 27th through September 8th. Visit your locally owned Benjamin Moore store. Terms and conditions apply.
7th inning sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And Jordan Wicks, the new pitcher in for the Chicago Cubs, Patrick.
Left-hander, and he'll go to work on Matt Chapman. Chapman with a couple of singles in this game. Right-handed batter pops it up foul and back out of play. Devers is the big man. The number 2 hitter, Rafael Devers, has driven in 5. Schmidt, Chapman, Adames all 1 RBI apiece. Here comes the 1-1 by the left-hander Wicks. Drilled to deep left field. This ball is going to leave the yard. Matt Chapman with a screaming line drive over the left field fence. And the Giants are pouring it on, leading 11-3 for Chapman, his 200th Major League home run.
Yeah, and as you said, that was a line drive rocket right down the left field line. Hit a long way. The fastball inner half, about belt high.
Wicks making his 6th appearance of the year. 0-1 his record. Here's the pitch on the way to Casey Schmidt. A swing and a miss.
Cubs pitching change sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
All 6 of Wicks' appearances have been out of the bullpen, many of them early in the year. Missing low to Casey Schmidt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cubs actually led this game 3-1. A smash off the body of Wicks. He picks it up, throws to first to get him. Wicks is okay. I'm not sure where it got him. Maybe in the back of the leg. As he delivered, he kind of turned his back on home plate as he saw that ball coming at him. He says he's okay. I'm not sure exactly where it got him. I want to say the back of one of his legs.
Yeah, I would agree. He's not, doesn't seem like it's affecting him at all. He waved the trainers off right away.
Giants lead 11-3. Day game tomorrow, series finale. Cubs then head to Colorado after the game. Should be an excellent matchup tomorrow, though. Shota Imanaga against Logan Webb. 2 guys that really know what they're doing on the mound. Imanaga, the Cub left-hander. Webb, the Giants right-hander. Starts at 2:45 Central Time. Line drive smash caught by Swanson at short. And that's out number 2. 3 hard hit balls against Jordan Wicks in the inning. Here's Luis Matos.
Catch of the game, that's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Discover the weekend getaway in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Find all the fun at catchdesmoines.com.
Matos, nothing for 3. And he'll take ball 1. He's always a guy or 2 when your team is having a big night. 1 or 2 guys always have the collar. This is a deep drive to center. Back goes Crow Armstrong with a play, makes the catch. And that will end the inning. It's on to the 8th. Giants 11, Cubs 3 on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
A snack
that Freddie cannot resist?
I would have to say chips and guacamole.
Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed a cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Top of the 8th inning, 11-3 San Francisco in this ball game. This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877. Cars for Kids, that's Cars to the K to donate your car today, Patrick.
8th inning, Cubs down by 8. Owen Casey to bat for the first time. Tristan Beck, the right-hander, ready to work. Here we go, 8th inning, pitch to Casey, pulled on the ground slowly and foul right side. Casey still a newcomer to the big leagues. These are all big at-bats for him. Here comes the 0-1 from Beck. And the pitch on the way to Casey, pulled on the ground, fouled again. You're aware of the score because you're a ball player and that's your job, but when you're this new to the big leagues, Ron, you're still fired up, just happy to be here and trying to stay here.
Yeah, you're just, you're in somewhat of survival mode of just doing whatever you can do to show that you belong here in the big leagues is right. Meat of the order tonight is presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
Take a look at the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as we move along. Casey strikes out swinging. High fastball gets him. And that's out number 1. Seiya Suzuki, the batter.
Suzuki's designated hitter tonight for the Cubs. That's sponsored by Fireplace Chimney Authority. Book now, burn later. Skip the rush.
Seiya bangs it foul off to the right out of play. Just over 30,000. Some 5,000 less than we had last night. 30,457. It looks like I was a little closer tonight in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, you should just drop to your knees and sob uncontrollably. 1 ball and 1 strike on Seiya. In there for a strike. Cubs off to a disappointing start in this series. Losing last night 5-2. Suzuki strikes out, and that's the second out in the inning. 2 down, 8th inning. Cubs trail by 8, 11-3. Take a look at this date in baseball history.
A little breaking ball to Seiya out in front for the strikeout. Bring up Justin Turner.
2 down in the inning. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Turner, the redhead, with a full beard, swings and misses. And the count is 1-1. Charlie Root. If that name rings a bell, it was Charlie Root. On this date in 1941, Cubs pitcher of yesteryear, became the first pitcher to win 200 games in a Cubs uniform. Pretty big deal at that time, 1941. Now, Charlie Root, probably best known for being allegedly the guy that gave up Babe Ruth's called home run in the 1932 World Series. But Charlie Root was a coach for the Cubs when Ron Santo broke into the big leagues. And the players would always ask him about it, and he said, no way. No way did the Bambino, and he called him some other names. Here's a pitch outside for a ball. No way did that guy point out at me the way William Bendix, the actor, did in the Babe Ruth story movie. No way. He said if he would have, I would have drilled him. Right? Here's the 2-2 to Turner, and it's outside. I've seen some old black and white footage, and many baseball fans have seen. It doesn't look like Babe ever points out to the mound. He may have pointed to the Cub dugout. They might have been razzing the Babe over there.
Yeah, they were jawing at him, and he was kind of like waving at him like, shut up.
Yeah.
Kind of that thing going back and forth. And then pointed like at the pitcher, but it's not like he stood there pointing where he was going to hit a ball.
No chance.
Sounds good, though. It's a good story.
Yeah, it makes for a good story, right? Here's the 3-2. Line to short. Caught by Adames. Inning over. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Giants 11, Cubs 3 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday afternoons with the Spiegel and Holmes Show, 2 to 6 on The Score.
Where do the Cubs shop to celebrate a big win? Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's is the official champagne provider.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
On your first fill-up, there's one other game currently taking place in the majors. Top of the 8th inning, the A's leading the Tigers 5-0 in Sacramento. As far as the important finals from a Cubs-related standpoint, Arizona a 3-2 winner over the Brewers. Blaze Alexander hit a 2-run home run for Arizona in that game. And Seattle beat San Diego 4-3.
Reese McGuire, a catcher, now doing the pitching and mop-up duty in this 8th inning. First pitch is hit in the air and caught off the bat of Matos. Caught in left field by Willie Castro. 1 away. Elliot Ramos hits a fly ball into deep left center. Back toward the wall. This ball is going to leave the yard.
High fly ball to left. This ball's hit pretty well and just barely gets over the left center field wall.
Ramos with a home run, his 16th of the year.
.39 miles an hour for that pitch from McGuire.
Rafael Devers batting, looks at a strike.
Oh my.
Devers 3 for 3 with 2 home runs. And the pitch, a swing and a line drive, base hit into center. And Devers has his 4th hit of the game, reaches for the 5th time. 12-3 Giants lead. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game coming up in the 9th inning. Named by Ron Coomer and sponsored by Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Zach Zaidman preparing his postgame show as we speak. The Verizon Cubs radio postgame show. 2-0 to Willie Adames. Taken high for a ball, 3-0. See if McGuire can throw a strike. Nope. Walked him on 4 straight. Defensively, Michael Bush now playing first. Matt Shaw at second. Nico Horner playing short.
And Turner goes over to third. Yeah.
Okay. Justin moves across the infield. Reese McGuire delivers a strike to Dominic Smith. Pitch to Smith is outside. Cubs are going to fall to 3-3 on the road trip. Correction, they're going to fall to 3-2 on the trip. Deep fly ball to right, and making the catch is Casey. He gets it back in, 2 down.
Casey went back all the way to the wall, kind of in that kind of strange area where there's a lot of turns and corners in that wall, and made the catch right up against the padding, deep right center.
Cubs are not going to be able to take advantage of Milwaukee's loss earlier tonight, as Christian Koss is batting and taking inside. The Cubs will remain 6.5 behind in the division race to the Brewers. Bouncer to short, Horner goes to second. There's the force to end the inning. We go to the 9th. Giants 12, Cubs 3 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
It started with one car 70 years ago, when the first Volvo car arrived in the U.S. Since, Volvo has helped redefine...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get... Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Sorry, guys, my chair was slipping backwards. The 9th inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
I'll have to remember that excuse. That's a good one, Zach. As we have reached the 9th inning, Carson Kelly batting. The new Giants pitcher is Carson Seymour. And now the 0-1 on the way to Kelly, and Carson takes down low. Kelly has grounded out 3 times, one of those into a double play. Giants are going to win the first 2 games of this series, it would appear. This pitch is low and away. One more crack tomorrow. Final meeting of the year between the 2 teams. It'll start at 2:45 Central Time. The 2-1. Popped up, playable, foul, first base side. And making the catch is Smith. 1 down.
Tough play of the game. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. Cubs made a couple good plays today. Matty Shaw made a great play going down the line early in the ball game. That can be our tough play of the game by Loyola Medicine.
Sure. Pete Crow Armstrong batting. Pete 1 for 3. Facing the right-hander Carson Seymour. Pitch on the way, in there for a call strike. Giants are going to improve to 65 and 68. Swinging a drive to deep center, going back is Lee, near the fence, makes the catch. 2 down.
All right, Pete hit that one right on the button, just not quite enough to get it out of here in straightaway center field. It's a copyrighted broadcast presented by the authority of the Chicago Cubs. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
2 down, 9th inning. Cubs down to their last chance. Michael Bush fouls it away. Many of the fans have headed for the exits. Toast to the game player, Ron. It's, I know, not the easiest item tonight, with the Cubs on the wrong end of a lopsided 12-3 score. But who do you like for the Benny's Beverage Depot toast to the game?
There's one guy that had a good night tonight for the Cubs on offense, that's for sure, and that's Nico Horner. 3-run homer by Nico in the second inning. Big swing of the bat. He singled in the first, 3-run homer in the second. He was hit by a pitch in the fifth, so he was on base 3 times. 3 RBIs and a run scored. So a nice night for Nico here coming back home to the Bay Area. So he will be our Toast of the Game ball player by Benny's. Can't find it at Benny's. Probably not worth drinking.
Pretty good ad lib. 3-1 on Michael Bush. Surprising how many fans have hung around.
Yeah, it really
actually.
is. Yeah.
And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Cubs down to their last strike.
Wish he was trying to land one in McCovey Cove.
And the payoff just inside for ball 4. Bush gets on. Cubs are still alive. Matt Shaw coming up. Again, for a lot of these young guys, Shaw is in that category. You're still trying to do everything you can with every chance you get at this level, no matter what the circumstance is. So he's not going to just give this at-bat away.
No,
no way. Takes a strike, 0-1. Seymour delivers. A sinking fastball drops low. Zach's post-game show right around the corner. He'll give you all the finals, play a few highlights, and wrap things up. Here's the pitch, low and outside for a ball. Day game tomorrow. The ball always carries a little bit better in the daytime here. Now the 2-1. Ripped on the ground to third, backhanded by Chapman. Good play, long throw gets him. Ball game over. Giants make it 2 in a row, 12-3 the final tonight. We'll be back with the totals right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for great Cubs guests, middays 10 a.m. to 2. It's Rahimi and Harris on 670 The Score.
Hey, Coom here. Labor Day in the Midwest means one thing. One last trip to the lake house before summer officially calls it a season. The grill is hot, coolers are packed, and if you're like me, you're bringing some Yingling along for the ride. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, or flight, Yingling has a beer for every taste. Great beer, great company, and a little lake time. That's a winning combo in my book. Yingling, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, we make home service easy. We guarantee same-day service and installation with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Family-owned for 53 years, Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs, for all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge. Smart fridge?
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
sillier delays that I've seen. Gino has it off his heels, a little high. It's airmailed into right field. Heath at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward. Trying a little trickeration. Nobody fell for it. It's worth a shot. Why not? Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market them, like the Grimace.
Yeah.
And then right after that, San Francisco comes back and scores some runs. So one of those things where, you had the off day, and now you come here and, struggle a couple days in a row. Get back on track tomorrow before you head to Colorado.
Ron, I will see you then.
We'll see you in the morning, partner.
Cubs and Giants, it gets underway at 2:45 tomorrow afternoon, Central Time. Shota Imanaga, 8-6, against Logan Webb, who is 12-9. Should be a good one. That's tomorrow, beginning at 2:45 Central Time. Thanks to Zach Zaidman for all of his excellent work on the broadcast, and please stay tuned. His post-game show is right around the corner. Thanks to Tanika Burrell, our engineer, for a job well done. For former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes saying thank you for listening and good night from San Francisco. The final, the Giants 12 and the Cubs 3. This has been a presentation of The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WSCR 670 The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network has been presented to you in part by Benny's Beverage Depot, Nissan, Benjamin Moore, Hefty Trash Bags, AARP, Laturo Tire, James Hardy Building Products, Volvo, Roofers and Waterproofers Joint Apprenticeship Program, Joel Godwine, Sloan, Xfinity, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America.
Listen to every Cubs game right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
It's time for Trash Day Nose Yoga with Hefty. Let's transform stinky scenarios with a joyful scent of Fabuloso. Inhale. You forgot to empty your kid's lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. Watermelon in the summer. That's the power of Hefty Ultra Strong Trash Bags with Fabuloso.
Hi, I'm Bob. At American Sale, we're celebrating our Labor Day sales event with this special offer. For 10 days only, get 0% financing for 6 years or cash rebates. But you need to hurry. It's 10 days only, and it ends September 1st. We're known for having the largest selection of pools, patio sets, hot tubs, and grills. Everything you need for backyard fun. You'll get free delivery and our lowest price guarantee. See store for details. So come in and see us or visit us online. American Sale. Bring the fun home.
You're still glowing.